Do you ever feel like the weird one? Like you're the only one with big goals and dreams and that maybe you don't really fit in? Well, if you feel different, it might be because you are. And the reality is, that's a good thing. When I was first starting out at my job, I had just graduated high school. I was an awkward homeschool farm kid and never went to college, was in the working world. And I knew that I had big goals and dreams, but I was just surrounded by all these people that would just show up negative to work every day. They were okay with just average and getting by. And almost felt like I was the only one in the world that had big goals and big dreams and that was working towards something bigger. I felt isolated and I didn't really have the success or connections that I knew I wanted and needed to get to that next level and build the success that I wanted in my life. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to find your tribe, how to find the people that are just like you, and how to use those relationships to help build success for yourself and the other people around you to the level that you want in life. And the chances are that the people around you aren't successful and wealthy either. So if you want to be successful and wealthy and build abundance in your life, obviously you're not going to fit in with those average people that you're surrounded by. So you have to find your tribe, your people that you can support and that you can grow with and challenge each other as you go through this process. So how do you make this happen? How do you find your tribe and your people that are just like you to build the success with? The best way to find like-minded, success-oriented people that are either where you're at or ahead of you is to follow the money, because people spend money on what they care about. So if you want to find people that have the same interests, the same desires as you have to find people that are spending money on the things that are needed to be successful and wealthy, right? So what does that look like? Average people, what do they spend their money on? Cars, vacations, sports, Netflix, things like that, right? Successful, wealthy, growth-oriented people, what do they spend money on? People that are trying to grow and make more money and increase their lifestyle are spending money on things like programs, on courses, on coaches, on mentors that can actually help them get the results that they want. And most people, when they're starting out, they want to invest in themselves and they think that listening to podcasts and reading books and even watching videos on YouTube is investing in themselves. And that's an okay place to start, but it's not the best because there's no network, there's no connection, and it's just free stuff. A lot of times it'll leave you more distracted than focused on what you actually need. If you're starting out with free stuff, that's awesome, that's great, but if you are not going to get to that next level until you pay to play, until you spend money on the things that other successful and like-minded people are spending money on also, so that you can meet those people, build relationships, and mutually grow together. Like I said, you're not going to get to that next level until you bite the bullet and you pay to play at that next level. So here are some options that you can plug into depending on where you're at and what you can afford that can kind of start to move you in that direction. That doesn't mean you have to spend $100,000 to work with Grant Cardone, but you can start with small things and start to work up towards a higher level. So here's some different options that you can plug into that can kind of get you started down that path. So the first level would be things that are practically free, right? It's not the best, but it's a good place to start. If that's all you can do, then do things like that. You can join Facebook groups with other like-minded success-focused people. You can purchase books that are focused on helping you build the skills that you need. You can watch YouTube videos that can train you and start to build some of those skills that you need. You can also listen to podcasts that are relevant to what you're trying to grow in. So those are some ways that you can start for practically free. And if that's all you can do right now, good, go ahead with that. But I highly, highly recommend you continue to graduate to the next level as quickly as possible because that's going to determine how fast you grow. The next level would be cheap options, right? What does that look like? Cheap options could be a few $100s invested in a course, right? Or maybe going to a seminar, right? Spending some money to travel, to see a speaker and to listen to some training at a live seminar where you can actually meet people and get in the room with people. If you are purchasing a course, make sure you're connecting with other people that have purchased that course also so you can build those relationships. So that's kind of like level 2 is going to those events, going to seminars, buying a few $100 cheap courses. Now, the next level, the best option is going to be hiring great coaches and or mentors, right? People that can actually speak into your life directly based on what you need, right? Joining high-level programs that have a specific focused outcome and a goal, something that can take you from where you are to where you need to be. So those are some things that you can do at a higher level where you're actually investing a decent chunk of money, almost like the amount of a college semester, in yourself to actually get specific, tangible, and tactical step-by-step skills and guidance down the path that you need, right? Because all the other stuff is great. You're learning, you're getting information in, but if you don't have guidance, you don't have coaching that's specific to what you need, you're still going to a lot of times end up feeling lost or going down the wrong path. So here are some key things to remember as you're going through and you're investing yourself in these different levels as you're finding your tribe. Number one is focus on building relationships. No matter what level you're plugging in at, the key element is building your tribe, right? Building those relationships, getting in contact with those people that are around you, right? So what does that look like? For people that are at the same level as you want to support them and compare best practices and jive back and forth to challenge and push each other, right? For people that are above you want to be able to add value and be able to provide anything you can as resource to them so that you have that relationship, you have that tangible value that you created with them. And you can add value to anyone, right? The people that are behind you, the people that are ahead of you, or the people that are at the same place with you in the process. But if you're building these relationships, this is an incredible investment that you're making into your network, into your connections, that's gonna pay off over the long term. So those are the keys to remember as you're going out there, as you're building your tribe, right? As you're finding the people like you, because I guarantee you there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people that are like you, that are focused on their goals, that are at the same stage in the process as you just haven't found them. So you gotta be intentional with that. So I hope this was valuable to you as you go out there and you create your tribe and you start to build the connections, the relationships, and investing in yourself to create the success that you want in your life. So if this is valuable to you, I super would appreciate you dropping a like and a comment on this video. Let me know, what was your biggest takeaway from this video? What other questions you have? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you on the next video. If you wanna find out more about what we do here at Winner Circle, you can click the link in the description and go to our website and learn more about that. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video. Don't just listen, implement.